A very warm welcome to one and all. I am Vihan, your host for today's event, and with me I have Arna as my co host. And together we are here to take you on an exciting trail of tales.
Stories connect the past and present to the future. There's always a room for a story that can transport people to another place. The GIIS Inter-School Weaver Tale Storytelling Contest 2022 to 2023 aims to do just that. It is also an effort to encourage its students to become shining stars as they prepare to face future challenges.
In today's digital age, where televisions and computers have replaced the traditional storytelling, GIIS Interschool is an attempt to instill the art of narrating a story among the students and revive the tradition of storytelling and listening. The objective of the competition is to encourage students to use their imagination and creativity to bring out the storyteller in them.
Let us begin the competition with a special address by Miss Rekha Varghese, our Vice Principal of GIIS SMART Campus.
Good morning, good afternoon to all the children and all the teachers who are listening to me. Welcome to this special edition of Weaver Tale competition, which is an inter-school competition. We are glad to have some of your schools participating in this competition. And we are eagerly looking forward to listen to all the creativity that you're going to bring in along with this while you are at this competition. There are some special rounds which we have introduced this year, other than so that it is not just about learning only the different stories that you already know and repeating those stories, but we would eagerly look forward to see some of your creativity as well and understand what exactly that you're going to bring to the table for us. At this point, I would like to welcome both the judges for this competition. And I'm sure you are going to have a great round listening to these students. And I'm sure you will also get, as storytellers, you will also get a few ideas from our students as well. In both Kapla and Madhvi, we thanks for being part of this presentation by the student, and welcome to this event as well. Now, I also welcome all our fellow students who have joined from different campuses for this competition. And I'm sure you're all looking forward to hear each other's stories as well. So without much ado, hand over the mic to you. We are all eagerly waiting. Thank you all.
Thank you, dear Rekha ma'am.
A special occasion like this invokes the presence of special judges who are here to encourage young and talented students as they display their skills. Please join us in welcoming our esteemed judges, Ms. Madhuri Kale and Ms. Kapila Nagpal.
Miss Madhuri Kale is a creative coach, a certified storyteller, and a puppeteer. Her fearless nature and strong creative streak manifests in her storytelling, puppeteering, training, and coaching. She is the co-founder of Magical Whispers, a performance group that brings stories alive through life-size and shadow puppets handcrafted with recycled materials. Miss Madhuri has co-authored an international bestseller, The Shakti Awakening. Her audiobook, Narratives of a Headhunter, will soon be released. She holds the honor of performing at various prestigious events like Kala Ghoda Art Festival, Under the People Tree, the Children's Museum of Manhattan, to name a few. She now holds the post of Director, Marketing and Communication at ICS Singapore chapter. I now request Miss Madhuri to say a few words, please.
Thank you so much for this introduction. I'm indeed privileged and honored to be here. And I'm looking forward to listening to lots of stories today from all our wonderful friends. I believe that all of us are storytellers and we are born storytellers. But does our story inspire others to create that magical journey? So that's what I'm here to find out. I'm here to go on a magical journey with all of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Miss Kapila Nagpal is an engaging storyteller and a certified phonics trainer who has worked for the Hindustan Times publication. She currently conducts online workshops and English grammar training for children in the primary years. She also conducts workshops for parents and teachers to spread awareness about the importance of reading and using storytelling as a powerful tool to teach the school lessons. I now request Miss Kapila to say a few words.
Thank you so much, GIIS. It's been a wonderful experience. It's been, I think, third or fourth year I have been invited again today. So it gives me a great feeling and I feel so honored. And again, I'm here to listen to all of you, the beautiful stories which all the young budding storytellers are going to narrate today. And of course, I'll be learning from you today. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am.
We thank our esteemed judges for giving us time from their busy schedule. So without delay, let us begin the much awaited event of the year, the GIIS Interschool Weaver Tales Storytelling Contest 2022 to 2023.
The GIIS Weaver Tale Competition 2022 to 2023 will have the same set of students competing in two categories, the individual category and the group category. For the individual category, our students are given a list of story prompts. They may choose any one story prompt for their narration. Contestants will not be judged post the stipulated time, and the maximum for the time limit for the individual category is 3 minutes.
Here's wishing all our participants the very best as they get ready to mesmerize us with their wits and performances. We are now ready to start the individual category with a grade 1 participant.
Let us put our hands together for contestant number 1, WATI01.
Respected judges, teachers, and dear friends, we all know that today the world spaces are shrinking due to deforestation. Thus, animals and humans are bound to have conflict. Myself, Miss Ida Sharatta, is going to narrate the tale of brave little Kate who saw this conflict with her special ability to talk to animals. The title of my story is Little Kate, the Animal Whisperer. Once upon a time, there was a riverside village. All villagers and children were living happily. But one night, a herd of elephants entered and destroyed their crops, gardens, trees, and also bamboo houses. Gradually, elephants raided daily. Everyone was in panic and had no solution. In that village lived a 9-year-old girl named Kate, who was a zookeeper's daughter. She loved going to the zoo and talking with animals. Amazingly, the animals could also understand her words and actions. Sadly, one day, the elephants destroyed Kate's favorite guava tree. She was very upset and decided to talk to the elephants. Fearlessly, she ran to the forest and asked, "Dear elephant friends, why did you destroy my favorite guava tree?" Sob, sob. The elephant said, "You know, Kate, you villagers have destroyed our forest. We have no place to live and nothing to eat. Our cows are hungry and sick, so we wanted to take revenge by destroying your village." Kate said, "We are very sorry. Let's be friends and solve this problem together." The elephant asked, "But how?" Kate said, "Wait a minute. Let me inform the villagers about your problems." Villagers soon realized their mistakes. They took bananas, jackfruit, hay for the sick calves. The elephants were very happy and said, "Thank you, Kate. We also promise to protect you and help you always." Very soon, rainy season came. Unfortunately, there were floods in the village. This time, the elephants kept their promise. They helped the villagers in taking them to safer places. Villagers and children rejoiced dancing with the elephants. This was again a happy village. Friends, care could solve human-wildlife conflict easily. We must take care of animals and respect their spaces. Remember, be kind to every kind, not just mankind. Thank you for listening.
What a wonderful performance that was.
Coming up next is our second contestant for the day, WAT-I02.
Hello everyone, my name is Ayan Sahu from grade E. A child should acquire a vision well and wishes for an encounter with an extraterrestrial being. The next week, he was island hopping in Andaman Nicobar Islands on a yacht where a sudden storm shipwrecked him on a deserted island. He drifted off to sleep and woke up to a pair of gleaming eyes staring intensely at. He immediately realized it was a humanoid figure around 4 feet tall with big sunken eyes and pointed ears. But the boy heart skipped a beat, but the alien extended his hands for a handshake. It introduced itself as Electro from Andromeda Galaxy. The boy offered him some fruits which had fallen onto the ground. The alien thanked him profusely and told him that he has a time machine and he will take him to Jurassic period. The alien pressed a button and they found themselves in an ancient forest with dinosaurs running all around them. Electro asked the boy if he would like to visit his planet, and the boy said yes, and they reached there in a space capsule. The boy was blown away by weird-looking buildings, blue colored animals, and extraterrestrial beings. His Electro's parents liked the boy a lot and said he was the first person from Earth to come to their planet. They said they would now visit Earth. The US president has thanked the boy for his service and he has been awarded Nobel Prize for promoting intergalactic peace. That boy was me. The moral of the story is if you do good to others, good will come back to you in unexpected ways. Thank you.
Wasn't that a great act? Coming up next is our third contestant for the day, WAT-I03.
Hi, guys. My name is Madhav. My story prompt is Oh no, dinosaurs are back on Earth. On the edge of a dark forest, in a tiny village, there lived a boy named Andy. He loved the walk back from school, through the trail in the forest, but he never went far from the trail as there were stories of people disappearing forever. One incredible day, Andy heard a cackling noise coming from the forest. He started following it. Finally reached near a spooky house, and in the backyard, he saw lots and lots of golden eggs. Suddenly, they all began to wobble and hatch, and small, funny-looking creatures popped out. They looked like dinosaurs from his science book. He murmured under his breath, Oh no, dinosaurs are back on Earth. He started running away, but he tripped and fell. Immediately, all the baby dinosaurs were on him. He froze. To his surprise, they were all licking and snuggling onto him. They became the best of friends. One evening, when Andy went to see them, he found the dinosaurs chained to the ground. Gathering all courage, he went inside the house. But what did he see inside? It was a lab with strange smelling chemicals and experiments written on the wall. With pictures of people who have disappeared, it dawned to him about the danger lurking there. He turned to run away, but the scientist caught him and locked him up in a cage. When Andy didn't return home by dark, his parents set out on a rescue mission with sheriff and few people from the village. Following his footmarks, they reached the spooky house, but the scientists heard them coming and released the chained dinosaurs to scare them away. The villagers ran for their lives, screaming, "Oh no, dinosaurs are back!" And they started screaming for help. And hearing him, the dinosaurs barged inside the house, and using all their strength, they broke through its cage and released Andy. His parents were shocked to see Andy and the dinosaurs hugging each other. The evil scientist was taken away by the sheriff. Soon, the evil scientist was taken away by the sheriff, and he was so happy to see his parents and told the entire story. Soon, the friendly dinosaurs became a part of the town. Thank you.
Wow, a fabulous act indeed.
For our next performance, I now invite contestant number 4, WATI04.
My story prompt is The Boy Fulfill His Promise. Once upon a time, there was a boy who was very naughty. He used to trouble his guardians and disturb his classmates. The teachers were also disappointed with him and always gave him punishment. One day, he heard about a wishing well. He went there to see himself, and that well had a fairy inside it. That fairy gives 3 wishes to the person who puts a coin in the well. So the boy put a coin in the well, and to his surprise, a fairy came out. The fairy asked the boy his 3 wishes, and the boy wished for new toys, clothes, and shoes. Then the fairy granted him his wishes and then asked for a promise. The boy promised to behave good and not to trouble his guardians and teachers. Then he went home. He went home, he forgot about his promise. And then the next morning, he woke up and saw that all his new things were gone. He started crying and thought, "Oh, that I did not fulfill my promise that fairy had told me." Then he ran back to the well and asked the fairy to give him the new things back for the last time. The fairy gave him for the last time, and then the boy became a good boy. Thank you.
It was an enchanting act indeed. Well done.
Coming up on stage next is our contestant number 5, WATI05.
Hello, friends. Hello, friends. Today, I'm going to tell the story of 9-year-old kid has the ability to speak to animals. Once upon a time, there was a little girl named Kate. She had the ability to speak to animals. One day, when she was walking down the street, she saw a kitten dog. She told the man, "Don't hit the little dog." The man said firmly, "This is my dog. I will hit him if I want to." He thought, "This man won't listen to me. Let's try buying him." She asked the man, "How much will this dog cost?" The man said, $2. I will give him to you." Kate, with her pocket money, took the money and bought the dog. She told the dog, "Never leave me, always stay by my side." The dog was surprised that Kate could speak his language. It jumped and said, "Hooray, you can speak my language." Soon they were walking and reached the forest. They heard a little girl scream, "Help! Help!" They searched and soon found her, but they were lost. So King asked a little rabbit the way to get home. The rabbit was surprised that Kate could speak his language. It told some directions and Kate followed them. Soon they met an eagle. Kate asked the eagle the way to get home. The eagle was also very surprised that Kate could speak his language. The eagle also told some directions and Kate followed them. Soon they were back home and lived happily ever after. Thank you.
What a mind-blowing performance that was. Before we move on, let us hear what our esteemed judge, Miss Madhuri, has to say about our young contestants of grade 1.
That was a fabulous performance, children. All of you have used so much creativity and put so much effort. And congratulations to all the teachers also. It's not easy to get grade one and grade 2 students to perform. So well done.
Now we move on to our grade 2 participants. Let's call upon contestant number 6, WATI06, to come up on stage, please.
Hello everyone. My name is Adya and my story prompt is, "Oh no, dinosaurs are back on Earth." Once upon a time, in a faraway village, there lived a boy named Roger. He lived with his mother Matilda and father Robert in a small farmhouse at the end of the dark forest. One day they were going to the park when they heard a big roar. A big gigantic dinosaur was standing in front of them. "Oh no! Dinosaurs are back on Earth!" they shouted. "After 65 million years, they have come back to see how we are doing." However, when the pack of dinosaurs roamed around, they found that the greenery was all gone. Earth was now a concrete jungle. They decided to make a positive change while they were on their visit to planet Earth. These new age dinosaurs were very friendly. They delivered the daily newspaper at doorsteps, so the newspaper man did not have to hurry. House painters didn't need any more ladders because they could just climb on dinosaurs' backs and paint the walls. Some people even kept dinosaurs as pets in their backyards because these dinosaurs are not at all scary. Roger too kept a pet dinosaur in his farmhouse. Then one day, a group of poachers decided to hunt dinosaurs for their flesh, teeth, and bones. Whilst in captivity, the dinosaurs roared for help, but it was of no use. No one dared to confront the dangerous criminal gang. Then one day, the young girl named Neblet saw the dinosaurs trapped in a net behind the park. She felt sorry for the dinosaurs. She called the police immediately and told them what she saw. The police understood the situation and came immediately. The police arrested the poachers and freed the dinosaurs from the net. The endangered dinosaurs were then preserved at wildlife centers, and they were happy to meet new animals there. Roger and Niblet became good friends and decided to plant more trees to make Earth green. Thank you.
Wow, a fabulous act indeed.
On stage next is contestant number 7, WATI07.
Good morning, respected judges, teachers, and my dear friends. Today, I am going to tell you the story about the wishing well. Once upon a time, there lived a little girl named Wendy in a small village. She was studying in the nearby school. One day, when she was returning home from school, she found a wishing well. "Now all wishes can come true," she cried. She threw a penny into the well and made a wish. All wishes said the wishing well. The next day, the girl came back to the well. She threw a penny into the well and made a wish. Ouch, said the wishing well. The next day, the girl came back to the well again. She threw a penny into the well. I wish this well would not say ouch. But ouch, said the well. That hurts. What shall I do? Cried the girl. My wishes will never ever come true in this way. The girl ran home. She took the pillow from her bed. This may help, said the girl. She threw the pillow into the well. Then she threw the penny and made a wish. Ah, that feels much better, said the well. Good, said the girl. Now I can start wishing. The girl threw a penny and said that her cousins who were studying in the nearby village could visit her during their Christmas holidays. After a few days, the girl got a letter saying that her cousins were going to visit her. She was so happy and excited and started thanking the well. After that day, the girl made many wishes by the well, and every one of them came true. The end. Thank you.
Fantastic performance by contestant number 7.
For our next performance, I now invite contestant number 8, WATI08.
Hello everyone, my name is Arab and today I'm gonna be your narrator for a story, First Day of School for Robots and What They Learned. So let's jump right in. This story begins a long time in the future where humans are no more, only robots rule the world. In a world like this, so are you ready? Let's go in. Wow, that was quick. In this world, there are tall buildings touching the sky and bakeries which only sell metal food. And in this village, there is a small robot called Tombot. Today's Tombot's first day of school. Let's see what he has to say. Oh no, I need to hurry. I gotta check if everything's ready. Batteries, check. iPad for learning, check. Some yummy metal bars for lunch, check. Okay, I'm all ready to go. Timbot finally makes it to school on time. Now he has to find his class. Oh, there it is. Oh no, I need to hurry. Timbot's school is GIIS Campus. In his school, after he reaches class, he learns about, he goes to his ma'am. May I come in, ma'am bot? Yes, you may. Are you the new student? Yes, I am. Okay, take a seat. Today we're learning about humans. Humans went extinct a long time ago, but they created us. Can you believe that? Can you believe that? Humans did not take care of nature, environment. That's why they went extinct. Us robots can live on solar energy, so we do not need food, water, and etc. to live. But as these things got scarce, humans went extinct. So, Timbot, what did we learn today? We learned to take care of our environment to live longer. Good. Now all of you can have your lunch break. I can finally eat those yummy metal for lunch. Oh, the robots are learning to take care of our environment to live longer. We humans also need to do so, if not, a future might be present soon.
It was a mesmerizing act. Well done.
Let us put our hands together for contestant 9, WATI09.
Hello friends, I'm going to tell you a story about a child threw a coin into a wishing well. The characters of my story are King Roland, Princess Sophia, Princess Amber, and Clover the rabbit. Once upon a time, King Roland and Princess Sophia were playing the game. Sophia did not understand how to play the game properly, so she asked, Father, can you teach me how to play the game properly? He said, all right, here, I'll teach you how to play the game properly. Saying this, he said, all right, here, I'll teach you how to play the game properly. At that time, Amber came and asked, Father, can you play tennis with me? He said, no, dear, I can't play tennis with you because I have to teach Sophia how to do this right. Saying this, Amber walked away angrily. King Roland continued teaching Sophia how to do it right. Princess Amber went to collect some blueberries for a tea party because her father King Roland loved blueberries. When she went to collect some blueberries, she saw a wishing well. She threw a gold coin into it and said, I want King Roland to only play with me and not with Sophia. Her wish came true because King Roland was allergic to cats. Sophia turned into a cat. Looking at this, he called out, Sophia, Sophia, where are you? But could not find her and started playing with Amber. Sophia's best friend Clover recognized her and went to grab King Roland's attention. And at that time, Amber felt guilty of herself and went to tell King Roland what she did. And then they three went to the wishing well and said, I want Sophia to come back to life. Finally, Sophia came back to life. And then at that time, Amber apologized to Princess Sophia and King Roland. Thank you.
What a lovely performance.
Coming up now is contestant number 10, WATI 10.
Hi, my name is Devansh Deshpande and I am from grade 2. My topic for the story is, oh no, dinosaurs are back on Earth. Let's get started. Once upon a time, there was a boy. His name was David. He was playing with his friend, but suddenly a loud noise came from a distance. They all got scared and screamed, oh no, dinosaurs are back on Earth, because a big stegosaurus was standing in front of them. All of David's friends were running and screaming, but David was standing there wondering how that dinosaur came here. Then the dinosaur started talking. Hey, don't be afraid. I'm a herbivore. I won't harm you. Actually, in our century, a big asteroid was about to hit. So, my friend Truodon built a time machine. By the way, what year is this? David says, it's 2023. Stegosaurus says, oh my God, that means we have to travel 65 million years. That's why Earth looks different. Then Stegosaurus says, do you want to meet my friends? Let's go. Stegosaurus introduces the kids to Triceratops, the famous three-horned dino. Brachiosaurus, the biggest dino. Troodon, the smartest dino, and Parasaurolophus, a dino which can make a sandwich crust. And my eggs. I want my eggs to see the world. Oh my God, my eggs are hatching. I can't wait to see my babies. How fortunate we are to be on this planet. So, taking care of our planet is our responsibility. No matter who you are, a human or a dinosaur, you should take care of our planet so that our future generations can see the world. Thank you. Bye.
Wow, what a wonderful performance that was.
My hand won't
Coming up
reach
next, our 11th contestant for
enough.
the day, WAT I11.
Okay, rainbows are magical. A splash of color across the sky, painted by the fairies with a magical popsicle from the popsicle land. In the faraway kingdom of rainbow popsicles, everything was sweet, full, and spectacular, apart from one strange looking thing. Jessica, the secret protector of Rainbow Popsicle's world, and my role is to keep everyone healthy. So, welcome to my kingdom. And all the colors on the planet were filled in this magnificent world of rainbow popsicles. Every girl, boy, mom, dad, and even grandparents ate different flavors of rainbow popsicles every day until, hey Fiona, I'm so hungry. It's the season for some root popsicles. Let's dig here for some root popsicles. This seems like a good spot. Yep, I agree too. And I think it's a great spot, Claire. As they started digging deeper and deeper, Claire's spade crashed into something hard. Hey Fiona, look! I have found something. It's a weird looking thing. Fiona came rushing. It was like a root popsicle, but in an off-white yellow color. The girl eagerly took a bit into it. It wasn't very sweet. Instead, it was really juicy and a bit bitter, and didn't taste like a popsicle. Claire, this tastes different. What's this square little thing? Come on, Claire, let's go to Grandpa. He knows everything. That's what I heard. It would be fun learning something new. And the two girls went to meet Grandpa, who lived in a nearby cottage. Grandpa, we have a mysterious looking popsicle with us. Tell us more about it. Grandpa opened the door and carefully examined the popsicle. Oh, girls, it isn't a popsicle. It's a stringy, also called as a potato. What's a potato? A potato is a veggie in the land of earthlings. They love it. They consume it for nutritional benefits. It's rich in vitamin C. Fiona and Claire were so surprised. Wow, this stringy is amazing. Now we shall have it for our benefits. Friends, either to be on the popsicle land or on the planet, what we need is to eat healthy, to stay healthy, a healthy mind, rest in a healthy body, stay healthy, stay happy. Thank you.
Lovely performance by our second graders. Let us hear what our judge, Miss Kapila, had to say about our young performance of grade 2.
Hi. Wow, it was wonderful. It was lovely. I loved all the stories, right from gigantic dinosaurs, oh no, dinosaurs, Robo Campus, your voice modulation. I just loved it. And the props, lovely props. I'm learning so much from all of you. And then I also love the fairies, the princess, rainbow, and lovely messages that you give. Stay healthy. Then us humans, we have to keep our planet also safe. So it was all wonderful. I'm so much enjoying all these performances. Thank you.
Now, moving on to our grade 3 contestants. Taking the spotlight now is contestant number 12, WATI 12.
My name is Victoria and I'm from grade 3C. The title of my story is SIDO. Now you will be wondering, what's the SIDO? Asteroids crashing, people screaming, earthquakes. The earth was doomed, and now we are planning to live on the planet Kepler 452b. My own company, SIDO, Space Information Discovery Organization, after many years of research, has found out that Asteroids from the asteroid belt going to crash on Earth and will damage our beautiful planet. So, in order to try the humanity, my company decided to send a robot into space in search of the best exoplanet suitable enough to obtain life where humanity can survive. The robot's name was Universita 1069A. Universita 1069A came back with beautiful pictures and amazing results. Our team was so excited. It told that the best exoplanet was Kepler 452b. It was like Earth 2.0. The planet was located in the Cygnus constellation. In order to survive on this planet, we had to use soil-free methods such as hydroponics and aeroponics to grow plants and vegetables. We have to build zero-gravity vehicles as the gravitational pull on the planet is very less. In order to carry people, Kepler 452b, my company has to build a spaceship that will go more than the speed of light so that we can reach the planet in time. Hello, hello. This is Avyajittora, the pilot of the spaceship Galaxy 6029X. Universita, can you hear me? The Universita replied, yes, I can hear you. Then the pilot said, good. The launching is almost going to happen. Are we ready? The Universita answered, yes, we are ready. I have initiated the sequence. The launching of the spaceship Galaxy was ready. So, are you going to join me on this beautiful journey? Thank you.
It was an enchanting act indeed.
Let us put our hands together for contestant 13, WATI 13.
Hi everyone, my name is Parvati. I'm from grade 3. This is a tale of a boy named Henry who always used to think of having superpowers so he can be lazy, but it amazed everyone. He also thought that he can solve his educational woes too. The boy always used to compare himself with his friend William, who seemed to have everything he wanted, like he had some kind of superpower. His mother encouraged him, saying that hard work can bring real life superpowers, but he refused. The next day, he awoke to find that everything around him was happening in an unusually quick pace. His mother cooked food faster than usual. He felt left out, seeing his friends and teachers moving quickly through school. He realized everyone but him seemed to have superpowers. That day, he failed to save the injured cat due to his lack of superpower and preoccupied mind. But that time, William was quick to act when he saw the cat in danger and managed to save it. Displeased, he ran away and cried. The next day, he hoped things would be different, but they weren't at all. He met William again on his way home and followed him. William's house was a shock to Henry as it was an old house made up of mud and hay, not a fancy one he expected in a posh neighborhood. Henry inquired William about his parents, and William replied that he had lost his father as a baby. Now he and his mother work in other people's house to make ends meet. This experience made him reflect on all the things he had and changed his perspective. Henry worked hard to do well in his exams, understanding the difficulty of being persistent. He also understood how challenging it must be for William to do this every day. Henry helped William along with his parents. With their help, William's mother got a job with enough salary for them to live well. William thanked Henry for his kindness, and his mother proudly declared him to be her little superhero. From that day onwards, Henry understood that to be a superhero, we don't need any powers. only hard work, goodness, and helping others. Now he is a superhero. Do you want to be one too? Thank you.
It was an awesome performance.
For our next performance, I now invite contestant number 14, WATI 14.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Pratham and I'm 9 years old. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the time I became a teacher for a day. It all started when my teacher, Mrs. Monica, got sick. She called me into the classroom and said, Pratham, I need you to be the teacher today. I was like, what? Me? A teacher? But then she said, don't worry, I'll be right here to help you. So I got up in front of the class and said, good morning, class. My name is Pratham and I'm 9 years old. Today, I'm going to talk to you about the time I became a teacher. I'm going to be your teacher today. I looked out at all the faces staring back at me, just like you're staring at me right now. And I froze. But then I thought, hey, I watch Monica ma'am at school and so many lovely teachers teach me all the time. How hard can it be? So I started teaching and I was going pretty well. I taught them about subtraction and everyone seemed to be getting. But then I asked a question and no one answered. I asked again, someone must know the answer. And then I asked, is anyone even listening to me? And that's when Shreys raised his hand and said, yeah, but you're not making any sense. I was like, oh, but I didn't give up. I kept teaching and soon enough, I had the class laughing and learning. I taught them a difference between a square and a rectangle. I even taught them a song to help them remember it. It went like this. Squares are like pizza box, they're always square. Rectangles are like pieces of paper, they're long and fair. Squares are like pizza box, they're always square. Rectangles are like pieces of paper, they're long and fair. At the end of the day, Monica ma'am came back to the classroom and said, Pratham, you did a great job today. I'm so proud of you. And I was like, really? I did? And she said, yeah, you did. And I think you might have a future in teaching. So that's my story of how I became a teacher for the day. I hope you had as much fun listening to it as I had telling it. Thank you.
It was an enchanting act indeed. Well done.
Coming up on stage next is our contestant number 15, WATI 15.
Hello everyone, my name is Sanvi. I'm from BIP 3A and my story's name is The Dart Game. This story is about me and my sister. My sister was a YouTuber, so she wanted to do a video with me. We thought for a long time what video to make. Then finally, we got an idea. We could throw the dart at the world map and wherever it lands, we have to go. But there was one problem. We didn't have a world map. But the store across the street did. So we ran there while recording and got one. And when we came back, I threw the dart. And guess where it landed? In the middle of the ocean. So we packed our bags, hired a boat, and set out for our journey. Our task was complete. We were at the middle of the ocean. But coming back home was a challenge. For miles and miles, all we could see was water, and not the kind we could drink. We stayed there for days and weeks, but there was no help. Then suddenly, we saw a tiny boat. As it came towards us, we found out it was a giant cruise ship. We wanted to call for help, but we didn't know how. I was wearing a red scarf, so I took it out and waved it in the air. And guess, and the captain saw us. For 2 days, we enjoyed on the cruise ship. And because there was internet, we posted our video. And then when we got back home, we found out our video was viral. Oh, and remember to like, subscribe, and watch our video, The Dart Game. Thank you.
What a mind-blowing performance that was.
For our next performance, I would like to invite contestant number 16, WATI-16.
Hello everybody, my name is Shaurya. Today I am going to tell you a story about planet Sha URY4. Sitting inside the large transparent bubble, the Patak family was looking at the night sky through the only lunar polarized telescope which is available on Sha URY4. Mr. Hemant, who was glued to the lens of the telescope, shouted, "Finally! It is in view! I can see the planet Earth!" His possession was taken over by his daughter, who was 13 years old. Her name was Vinita. She squinted and concentrated hard and was able to see a brown sphere with dark black clouds. Mr. Patak said, 20 years back, it was a living planet with oceans, rivers, trees, animals, and us humans. What had happened, Dad? Vinita asked. Mr. Patak stood up and said, "It is a miracle that we are here on Sha URY4. Nearly 3 decades back, a war broke up in Asia, which soon spiraled out of control. Warring nations unleashed nuclear weapons so powerful that the beautiful Earth was converted into a dead zone overnight. And the toxicity levels were so severe and so high that the, that the temperature was rising and the Earth was losing its most valuable resource, water. The only option was to find some other place to save humankind. Shaurya was a scientist working at ISRO and had spent his career looking at the space for new galaxies, stars, and planets. It was at this point, one night, he discovered this new planet which we now call home. But it was not easy to come all the way home. There were obstacles at each corner. The large rockets were ready. We, as a civilization, had the ability to transport people and resources to the far planet. Various task forces were working around the clock, deciding what needs to be carried and what needs to be left behind. But the most difficult decision was to decide who from the 8 billion human population would be allowed to onboard our ships. At this stage, Shaurya suggested the selection to be made on skills. To start from scratch in a far distant world, we probably do not need rich and influential, but we need people with basic life skills. A list was prepared, then a computer algorithm decided who will fly and who will stay back. I, being a dentist, got selected along with my family. I hope we remember the mistakes that we did on Earth and do not push Sha URY4 to the same fate. We should always use technology for good and never for evil. Conservation, preservation, and protection should be our priority. Let's pray that the future generation can call Sha URY4 a home for eternity. Thank you.
That was a lovely performance.
Now let's call upon contestant number 17, WATI-17.
Hello, judges and my fellow friends. I am sure each one of you have a grudge on your teachers, even new judges. Well, after hearing this story, you will be thankful to have a proper teacher as your teacher. Yes, having a kid is not a good experience as your teacher. One day, when I walked into my humongous classroom, I saw a tiny child standing in the middle of the classroom. I went up to her thinking she might be yet another lost child in school and asked, "Are you lost, kid? Should I bring you back to your class?" However, as soon as I said that, the tiny, innocent-looking face of hers turned bright red. "I am your teacher, and if you don't sit down, I will send you to the monsters," she said. She tried to threaten me. I still confidently said, "Our teacher is an adult, and her name is Komal, and you are just a kid, and I don't know what your name is." But suddenly, she thundered at me, "I am Komal, and oh, about my face, thanks to AI, I could edit my face." I was stunned. That child, our teacher. No, that's not possible. But yes,
It did happen. As I sat on my chair, the whole class started laughing, even the kid. I meant teacher. Yeah, one of those famous pranks. This day could not get any worse. But it did. The whole day, we helped our so-called teacher win the game she was playing. I mean, if she would play Minecraft or Roblox, I would be fine. But icy purple head and constant complaints of how you're playing. No to the right, no left, no back, no forth. No! She would cry whenever she would lose and would scold us. Seriously. The day slow, wicked on, passed, and by the end, I was exhausted. The next day, though, I was thankful and grateful to see my real teacher standing in front of me. Yes, Coleman, ma'am. I was extremely happy for the first and the last time. Thank you.
What a splendid narration. We would like to request Miss Madhuri to share her thoughts about our grade 3 contestants.
So thank you so much for those wonderful and magical stories, taking us through into a spaceship, into the universe, and on the way back into the classroom. So I met this super girl who was so fascinated by all your stories. She's decided to join us. Thank you so much, everybody. That was a wonderful, wonderful effort. What beautiful narrations, the creativity that you have put in, and the superheroes. So here's one from me. Thank you.
We shall now move on to the performance of grade 4 students. Let's now invite on stage contestant number 18, WATI 18.
Hello, everyone. My name is Avantika, and today I'm going to tell you a story on Mother Holly. My story prompt is Imagine your favorite fairy tale character comes to life. Once upon a time, there lived two girls called Rosie and Regina. Rosie was the adopted daughter, and Regina was the biological daughter. They both had a mother called Martha. Martha used to treat Rosie like a maid. She made her clean the house, do the dishes, and cook food. While Regina used to sit on the couch the whole day watching her phone. One day, Martha told Rosie to go outside and spin some yarn. Rosie, go outside and spin some yarn, otherwise you will not get food again tonight. Okay, said Rosie. She stopped cleaning the floor and took the spinning wheel. She went outside near the wishing well and started spinning. She got really thirsty and decided to get some water from the well. She kept the spinning wheel on top of the well and went to get some water from the bucket. But as soon as she went to get some, she by accidentally dropped the spinning wheel inside the well. Oh no, said Rosie. Martha came outside because she heard a big splash. What should I do now? Said Rosie. Martha said, go jump in it. She pushed Rosie inside the well, and suddenly she appeared in a beautiful forest. Oh, this place is so beautiful, said Rosie. I wonder, where am I? As she went on walking, she saw an old lady. Oh, hello. My name is Rosie. Can you please help me? Of course I can. What's the problem? Rosie told everything that had happened. The old woman hesitated. I don't know what to do. I can't help you. I don't have a maid to help me with my house chores. I can help you, said Rosie. She went. The old lady said, you can call me Mother Holly. Everyone calls me that. Mother Holly told everything what should have happened. Her porridge had to be ready in the morning every time when she wakes up, and her bed should be straightened nicely. Every day she did that. One day, after a few days of working every day, Rosie got really tired and said, may I please go home now, back to my family? I'm really missing them. Of course,
said Mother Holly. She brought her to a golden gate, and she appeared. And Mother Holly clapped her hands 2 times, and she appeared home with the spinning wheel in her hand. The end.
A performance well done.
Coming up next is contestant number 19, WAT-I-19.
My name is Daryl, and I am from grade 4 CBSE. My prompt is, you had discovered a new planet. About 20 years from now, people will start living on that planet. I have been yearning to go on a space vacation, as space is always intrigued me. Coincidentally, I happen to partake in a space quiz contest. Wow! I won the first prize, for which I was going on a space expedition along with 3 others. We arrived at the Sanaba space station for training. Just months later, we were in the spacecraft. Ooh, we blasted off, and we were up in the sky, looking down at Earth as a big blue ball. I vividly remember that memorable experience when we were all eagerly looking around to see the celestial object. A surprise awaited us. The spacecraft was equipped with high-tech self-driving pods, which gave us updated details on the various bodies around us. Shortly afterward, the console went blank, and I could not hear the captain. Our pod deviated from its path and shifted back on track after some time. While scanning the console after the blackout, I noticed an unmarked blue object visible to me like Earth. Initially, I assumed it was Earth. When I realized it was another foreign planet like Earth, and I took note of it. We had a safe return, and everyone shared their experiences. I narrated my story, particularly about my encounter with the unmarked object. No one believed me. However, I confronted them with pictures and requested them to further investigate it. I got home with tons of incredible experiences. A few months passed, and I received an invitation to revisit the Space Center. The chief informed that I had discovered a new Earth-like planet that I had seen due to the pod's deviation during the blackout. The scientific community is captivated by this discovery and believe that humans could start living on that planet about 20 years from now. Wow! That is incredible indeed. A blessing that was disguised as a glitch. Friends, I have been asked to name the planet, for which I want your suggestions. Thank you.
That was awesome. We now invite contestant number 20, WATI-20, to come up on stage, please.
Good morning. I am WATI-20 and I will narrate my story, Mission Earth 2.0. It was a chilly winter evening of New Year's Eve of 25-23. We were having our dinner of protein shakes and vitamin supplements. My mother says that every New Year, venture, but to the skyrocketing food and water prices, I doubted. Professor Collins, the famous scientist, and our neighbor appeared on television. The Earth is in danger. Humans have destroyed the Earth with our reckless behavior. The only way out is to find another planet which we can colonize, and we have only 2 decades of the resources left. I put on my oxygen mask and went to Professor Collins' house. I saw a small, strange vehicle parked near the backyard. Must be the professor's new experiment. I went in through the small door when I heard a strange noise. But it was not Professor Collins. I saw a little pixie-like creature. Wow! The vehicle started gaining speed. I looked out of the window and saw the earth far away as a tiny dot. I fell into a deep slumber. In my eyes, I thought I had been dreaming. I was in a different, but a very beautiful place. It was full of the loveliest trees, flowers, birds, and animals. Everyone seemed to live in harmony. Food and water was served, which tasted wonderful. The pixie said, "Hello, I'm Zoe, and welcome to Planet Phoenix, which is 1,000 light years away from Earth. I was on a space mission, and I accidentally lost control and landed on Earth. Since there is no pure air or water on Earth, I couldn't gain enough energy to fly back. I had to transfer energy from your body and send you into hibernation to get here. Tell me, how can I help you?" "I need to get back home to my family," I said. "And can you do something to protect life on Earth?" Zoe thought for a while. "I'm sorry the Earth is inhabitable, but Planet Phoenix can accommodate the inhabitants of Earth. It is everything to survive, just like what the Earth was 100,000 years ago, but a lot more advanced. Unlike Earth, it has similar gravity, oxygen, and of course, plenty of fresh water and food. But humans must promise not to repeat the mistakes they made on Earth. This is your second chance." I thanked Zoe, arranged my space flight back. As I waved goodbye, the spaceship took off. I saw, far away from me, the beautiful blue-green planet, which I will call home in the near future. Thank you.
Wow, a fabulous act indeed.
On stage next is contestant number 21, WAT I-21.
Good evening to all my extraordinary friends and my lovely teachers. Today, I'm going to tell a story on the topic everyone has a superpower except me. Hey, my name is Deku. I live in a world where everybody's born with special powers like flying, telekinesis, elementary control, and etc. These powers are called quirks, but I don't have a quirk. A bit of a rare case. Anyways, when all children are the age of 12, they go to a hero school where they learn how to master their quirk and other different stuff. After 8 years of school, they get a job. Most people try out to be a hero, a special force that protects our planet from alien attacks. My dream is to become the strongest hero, and I will achieve this even if I have to do it without any quirks. And if you didn't know, I'm already 12. Hero school started a month ago. I get bullied a lot for not having quirks, but some people understand me and become my friends. So I enjoy school and learn new things, hoping it will help me unlock my quirk. I tried using weapons like daggers and nunchucks, but they wouldn't come close to a quirk's power. I had to try something different, but no matter what I tried, I kept failing again and again. But my passion and dream was still not lost. It's been 3 years in hero school and still no quirk. Though I'm top in my class in studies, I'm the most bottom in most of the important classes like quirk training. My friends cheer me up, but sometimes I feel really down. But I was not going to give up, not until I become the strongest hero. One of my teachers introduced me to machine development. It turns out I'm really good at it. With the help of my friends and teachers, I can make little robots. Soon I realized my power and quirk lies within these robots. But my robots were not good enough to defeat aliens. After 4 more years of hero school, lots of hard work and failures, I finally did it. I made a weapon as strong as a quirk. It is a glove-like thing that can harness the power of electricity and blast it. I can control it by using my mind. It is really very powerful, dangerous, and strong. And with this weapon, I will prove to everyone that I can become a hero with no quirk, only with hard work. Thank you.
Fantastic performance by contestant number 21.
For our next performance, I now invite contestant number 22, WATI 22, to come up on stage.
One and all, my name is Sakina Zahra. Have you ever thought about how a normal regular day can change into the most exciting day of your life? Well, that's what happened with Jane and her friends. Jane, along with her friends and family, were on a trip to a carnival. Suddenly, there was an announcement when they entered the carnival. Welcome, my dear visitors. Today is our 70th anniversary. So, to make things more exciting, we are going to have a raffle draw, and the one who wins will get to throw a dart on the world map and travel to the destination the dart lands on. She was excited to hear this, and she even wrote her name on a piece of paper and submitted it. After a while, it was time to pick up the lucky winner. To her wonderful surprise, Jane heard her name being announced as the winner. The organizers brought out a huge world map and a dart for her so that she could pick out the amazing place where she could travel along with her friends and family. Shh! The dart launched towards the northwest coast of Madagascar, where it landed on an unknown island named the Nosy Be. Jean and her friends were full of excitement to travel to the mysterious destination. As soon as they saw the astounding little island, they were spellbound by its beauty. They decided to go for scuba diving so that they could explore every corner of the deep sea. Sometime later, one of Jane's friends found a cave in the sea, so they entered it, and to their shock, they were trapped inside a small island that looked unfamiliar to them. As it was getting dark, they needed a place to rest. One of Jane's friends said, "I think I can see a little alcove that would keep us safe for the night." Jane agreed, and they all went to the little alcove. Before that, each of them collected some fresh heather and bracken to lay down for when they slept. While exploring the mysterious island the next day, they found a small river, and they decided to make a raft so that they could try to get back to the Nosy Be Island. Jean taught her friends how to weave the sticks together, and the group made a raft. Unfortunately, the clouds started to become gray, and the water in the river started swirling around them. The makeshift raft couldn't handle it anymore, and they all collapsed into the river. They were all trapped underwater. Jean felt an ache in her chest, different from the pain of not able to breathe. One last image glowed brightly and then slipped away, leaving her with nothing. Consciousness gone, world gone, life gone. Jean abruptly awoke, looked around, and realized that everything had been a dream. Thank you.
Let us put our hands together for contestant number 23, WATI 23.
Hi, my name is Arika, and I'm from class PYP4A. Today, I'm going to present a story if I were a teacher for a day. My friend Avery was sitting dully the period after our English exam, upset about how she did. I studied all the chapters. Oh, why couldn't I perform to my fullest? She murmured to herself. Just then, our teacher, Miss Emily, entered our classroom with a deck of papers in her hands. And without saying a word, she distributed our papers and remarked to my friend, "I am very disappointed with your performance. I expected much more from you." While the majority of my class passed, Miss Emily did not support or encourage Avery, and Avery sobbed her way through the day. That day, it pained me to see her in such a state, so I wrote what I would do if I were in my teacher's position. If I were a teacher for a day, I'd say to Avery, "Don't worry, there's a huge road ahead of you. Grades don't define you, and tests don't measure intelligence." I took Avery on a nature walk in our school premises to divert her melancholy state of mind, uplift her moods, and provide a healthy environment to be optimistic. I told her softly. We either learn or we win. We never lose. Avery, plants are just like us humans. If we let out one hurtful comment or remark towards them, they wither. And it's up to us to nurture them and bring it back to bloom. The same is human nature. I was gleeful, seeing Avery's twinkling eyes and dainty smile as we were walking along the yarrow garden of our school. Truly, nature has its magic wand. I smiled in my heart. I showed Avery the spellbounding inventions like the hydroponics model set up in our school and encouraged her to join the Save the Soil project by Sadhguru. As an educator, I wish to provide young learners a free space nestled amidst nature and greenery to learn key values for their comprehensive development in all spheres of life. Oh, how I wish the earth rotated a bit longer on its axis. My 24-hour being on a teacher it's in its last leg. Thank you.
Super performances by grade 4 students. May I now request our dear judge, Miss Kapila, to say a few words about our contestant.
Well, it was wonderful indeed. As usual, everybody was superb. I loved the performances. Right from the wishing well of Avantika to the space vacation, Daryl, I would like to go for a space vacation. Please do take me. And I would love to go for that space mission also with Nitara and to protect life on Earth, of course. And Ram, you are already a hero. Why do you want to have superpowers? You are too good, okay? And Sakina, what do I say about you? You were too good. I mean, you throw the dart and travel to the destination wherever you want to. Amazing. I would love to play this game. Can you just take me to your home and I'll play that dart game, and then please take me to wherever I wish to. I wish to play that dart game again and again. A beautiful props, I must say. It was wonderful. It was amazing. And Arika, nature has its magic wand. That's very true. I totally agree with you. All of you are really amazing. And one thing I would like to tell you that it's not easy to coordinate with the digital props. And you guys are doing it so immaculately. Hats off. Thank you so much.
Thank you, ma'am. We now move on to grade 5 performances. Now I call upon contestant number 24, WATI 24.
Good afternoon, everyone. I am Elena Yagnik from class CBSE 5B, and today I have selected the topic Everyone thinks 7 is unlucky, but it wasn't for me. The number 7 is told to be a very unlucky number among the superstitious populace. The Chinese even believe it to be a ghost number. But my experience proves otherwise. Once, I had to reach Clementi to give the finals of an art competition, and I was traveling by bus. No bus arrived for a very long time. I was starting to get agitated. The only bus that came to my rescue was bus number 7. I asked the bus driver if it went to my destination, and to my utter astonishment, he nodded his head in affirmation. What luck! Another day, I was in school. The day was running fast as usual. Then came the mathematics period. Our teacher asked us a question on divisibility. I thought I'd try the number 7. To my delight, I got the correct answer. I got a great pat on my back. Then, in the physical education period, we were playing soccer, and I scored 7 goals for my team and made my team win. Okay, now things were starting to get a little bit too absurd.
Later in the evening, I was walking home from an art event and I lost my way. I did not know where to go. There was a street directory and it said I had to go through lane 7. Was I chasing 7 or was it chasing me? At this point, I had enough proof to say that the number 7 being unlucky is pure propaganda. I was extremely tired and very thirsty. My water bottle was empty. I saw some shops, and being Lord Orbis of Durr here, I found some water in shop number 7. These lucky instances of mine prove that the number 7 is not unlucky for everyone. In fact, it turned out to be extremely lucky for me. And I think it's a magical number. The colors of the rainbow, the days of the week, the wonders of the world, and even the notes of music. Oh, guess what? I'm running late for my brother's birthday party. Which birthday you are? 7th birthday, of course. Thank you.
That was a very good one.
Next up on stage is contestant number 25, WATI25.
Rahil! It was my mom calling me to wake up for school. Yet again. I told her, Amma, 5 more minutes. I had no idea what those 5 minutes would cost me. So eventually, I wake up at the normal time of around 6:45, brush my teeth, and I wear my clothes. After that, I hop on the school bus. While I'm on the school bus, I overhear my friends, Satik and Ansh, talking about, wait, what's this? Superpowers? There's no way. So I immediately rush and I sit next to them and I ask them, hey bro, what are you talking about? He says, superpowers. So I eventually come to find out that a fairy had come to Bedok Mall at 6:40 and gave everybody superpowers. Everybody except me. So sadly, I walk to class. But outside class, I see my best friend, Tanuja. He runs towards me like, bro, let's go. I got a superpower. So I ask him, what's your superpower? He says, super speed. Then, zoom, in the blink of an eye, he runs all the way to Italy to get some fresh Mamma Mia Italiano pizza. Then, after he comes back, he's even like, hey bro, I got you a slice. So I gladly accept his offer and I eat the pizza. While I'm eating the pizza, I see my other friend, Laksha. He comes in and I ask him, hey, what's your superpower? He says, teleportation. Then, whoosh, in, before he can even put his bags down, he left. So me and Tanuja continue talking. Then after a while, he comes back huffing and puffing. He's like, bro, I just raced against Usain Bolt. He's so fast. So me and Tanuja start to have a laugh about it. So me, Tanuja, and Laksha start reading this book, right? And I reach this paragraph and I see this name, Anand. He's in this book. Wait, what? So I immediately rush and sit next to them and I ask them, wait, why are you in this book? He says, oh, you know, me and Laksha teamed up to join forces to prove Einstein wrong, which nobody had ever done before. So then, his power was a big brain. So then everybody got bored of the book and started to talk. Like, so after a while, Deepika ma'am, our teacher, comes in without even uttering one word. He claps and everybody rushes and sits down. Everybody except me. So strangely, I think to myself, what's her superpower? Then I realize that she can control people without even talking. Then I realize, why can't she control me? Then, oh, it's because I don't have powers. And since I don't have powers, you can't control me. So that's my superpower.
Superb act indeed.
Let us welcome on stage contestant number 26, WATI26.
Warm greetings of this bedazzling day. Stop when I really try to recollect my journey. It was on my birthday that my brother surprisingly blindfolded me and gave me something in my hand. It was a dart. He directed me to throw it. Whoa! Myself out in happiness. The very next day, I was dozing off at the cozy feet of the long, comfortable Emirates flight to Reykjavik, dreaming of the northern lights and magical mystical elves. Suddenly, the aircraft took. It was turbulence, but then it became horrifying. I could see and ashes and storm winds. Children started. Dearest passengers, don't panic. It is an emergency landing situation. Please listen to the instructions carefully. I could hardly listen as I became numb and pale. For a flashing moment, I felt it would be our last adventure. My mother hugged me tight. Later was a huge moment of relief. Indeed, the pilots could make it. We reached the land in one piece. But, oh, it's not the airport, it's the Fjarmargifor Canyon, which is southeast of the island. Suddenly, I heard a mystifying song, and I was blown away by the captivating music, which led me to the heart of the canyon. The enchanting air was all around. I walked like I was in a dream. I came to my senses. Tiny elves were climbing all over my body. I felt terrified. They weren't as appealing as William Shakespeare's tiny winged elves, but of course, they were horrifying creatures. I ran till I lost my way. Then, to my sheer relief, I heard my brother's voice. He informed that a person had fled a rescue team, which had come to safely drop us at our designated location. So, friends, that was my unexpectedly weird experience. Thank you.
Well done.
Coming up on stage next is contestant number 27, WAT I-27.
Good morning, everyone. Now, my name is Vihan Kunichetti. I'm from class 5A. My topic is everybody has a superpower. Well, except me. So let's get started. So here I am, walking down the hall with my best friend Max, going to our next class, history, the most boring class. Everyone was talking, including me and Max, but as the teacher came in, everyone was silent. It was because she shut everyone's mouth with a spell. Her ability was controlling things with her mind, aka psychic abilities. The class was about how everybody got their powers about 2,500 years ago. Did I tell you this? Everybody in the world has superpowers. Well, except me. I wrote down a lecture here so you know how we got our powers. Long ago, 8 friends seeked to end all war. They heard the legacy of a primal stone with the power of God. In search of the stone, they faced many challenges. Using the stone's power, they sent a message of peace worldwide. One day, the stone got stolen, but they got it back just before time. They broke it into 8 pieces, hiding them into the 8 primal islands, so nobody ever could take its power again. Wow, that was the first history lesson I actually liked. I still wonder, why didn't I get a superpower? One day, me and Max were walking back home from the school. And just then, we saw a black smoke covering the city. And just then, an earthquake hit us. The grounds broke apart. Storms headed our way. Floods started to occur. And plants overgrew from the forest. We ran and ran. But soon we tumbled down a forest. In front of us was a fisherman's boat, and the next thing we knew, we were on his boat escaping. We told him everything that happened. He was taking us to his island, the land in the sky. Land in the sky had so many cool machines, like endless water supplies. While we were roaming down in the streets, somebody pulled us into a dark corner. She took down her hood and she said she was one of the great granddaughters of the seven friends. And she said somebody is collecting all the pieces of the stones. And we needed to find them before he did. Because with the power of the stones, they can control over reality itself. Well, she took us to our great granddad's statue and gave me a stone from it. And I felt the power of the skies inside me, but I couldn't really put my finger on it. She said we should get all these stones as soon as possible. And I do believe that I can get them. But I still wonder, who is the other searching for the stones? Thank you. The end.
That was a great performance. Coming up now is contestant number 28, WATI 28.
When my favorite character comes into lamp by Akshay Vinod, I was extremely nervous. It was a practice match for the inter-school championships against the top-ranked team in the league. The match was super intense as we entered penalties. My penalty would decide the fate of the match. I took a deep breath, kicked the ball with all my might, but unfortunately, it landed straight at the goalkeeper's hands. I was in tears as my team lost just because of me. I told my coach to exclude me from the upcoming games. My coach, teammates, and parents tried to pacify me by saying, "Hey James, don't be disheartened. It is just a practice match." All those words went into the clouds. I walked off dejected and went straight to bed. Suddenly, I saw a plump and a cute panda peeping out of my bathroom. I was startled and went out to check. Was it the Kung Fu Panda who I saw last Sunday on TV? He seemed to be shy, seeing me. Suddenly, he said, "Hey James, how are you?" I was super surprised that my favorite character, Po, knows my name and that he's standing right in front of my eyes. I ran and hugged him with tears of happiness. For a moment, I forgot all my dejection. Po asked me about my school, family, and friends. I shared a few details of my life. Then he asked me, "Oh, James, you looked sad today. What happened?" I explained about my tough day and why I don't want to play tomorrow's match. Then he said, "Oh, James, you don't have to feel disheartened like that. See how fat I am, but because of my courage and self-belief, I turned up to be the Dragon Warrior. So, James, never give up and play a match with full energy." Cut! I fell off my bed. It was just a dream. I became super energetic and wanted to win the match for my team. With a blink of an eye, I changed my clothes and sprang towards the field. I scored 3 goals and won the match for my team. Everyone was proud of me. From that day on, Poe's advice kept reminding me that courage and self-belief are the keys to reach our goals. Thank you.
Wow, what a wonderful performance that was. For our next performance, I now invite contestant number 29, WATI 29.
Greetings. I am Zoya. I'm a space enthusiast and I aspire to become an astronaut and explore the vast universe. My father and his team in NASA have recently discovered a new planet and they have called it as Zion. It is believed to have life forms in it. Hopefully, one day we will be able to travel to this planet and learn more about it. Fast forward to the year 2050. I am so glad that I was able to achieve my dream and become an astronaut in NASA. Unfortunately, Mother Earth is in really bad state due to global warming, deforestation, and nuclear programs. Mankind is at the brink of extinction. Hence, it is very important to find an alternate planet for our existence. NASA launched a major space program to go and explore the planet Zion, and I was part of this mission. We boarded down our spacecraft called the Explorer and set off to space. We reached the planet Zion after 2 months. At first, me and my team were hesitant to come out of our spacesuits, but then we realized the air was perfectly clean and safe for human breathing. Planet Zion was full of thick vegetation, pure air, and sweet water. The animals were friendly too. But then, at that moment, we realized a strange, two-legged creature approaching us. These were the inhabitants of the planet, and we called them as the Zillions. We were pretty scared. We were unable to communicate with them, but they were extremely cordial with us. Here is one of my pictures with them. Their houses were made out of natural materials, and there was no sign of any tall buildings, polluting factories, or any vehicles either. They didn't even have electronic gadgets too. Then we spent a couple of days with them and realized that they took care of their nature really well, and they lived together in peace and harmony without any borders of the nation. They lived together happily. At last, we learned that we had to bring back our Earth's glory, and they gifted us a magical plant to plant on Earth. We went back to Earth, planted the magical plant, and spread the message and lifestyle of the Zillions. The message was accepted by all the people, and the Earth regained its glory once again. There's no need to find an alternate home, but a way for us to change. I hope you enjoyed that. Albert Einstein once said, "Look deep into nature and you will understand everything better." Thank you so much.
Very well done. Over to our judge, Miss Madhuri, for sharing her thoughts about the performances of our grade 5 students.
I simply loved all the stories, just loved them a lot. Whether it was the magical land or even Ilyana, 7 is my lucky number too. Actually, it's a magical number for me as well. So love that story. Or dreaming big or having courage. Such wonderful messages through your stories. Just love them. And my goodness, what voice modulation, children, you all are doing so well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, dear judges. With this, we come to the end of the individual round. Over to our co-host from Primary 3 for the group category.
Vihan and Anna. The participants in the individual category have surely set the tone for today's event and taken us on an exciting trail of tales. Without further ado, let me introduce myself and my co-host for today. I am Siddharth, and with me I have Vaiga as my co-host. Spellbound performance actors in the individual category. Before we move ahead to the group category, let us sit back and enjoy a magnificent performance by our very own talented singing stars, followed by a video habits enacted by a lower primary students. These are the winning performances at the Inter-School Real World Challenges Convention held this academic year.
Can we have some peace and live in harmony? Share it with the world, let's shout it out to let the others know we want the peace. Come on everyone, let's
is a better thing to choose. Choose not to war, no injustice, no violence. We can make a new world, a beautiful world if there won't be peace. What's gonna happen in the future lies within our hands. We need your help in raising this together to fight against injustice and war. We are the kites who'll make you fly, soaring up high above the sky. We can make a new world, a beautiful world if there all be peace. Peace, peace, peace. Come on, everyone, let's unite and rule the world. Whoa. Let's have unity and change the thoughts. Let's have peace and harmony in the world. Let's live in a peaceful world where men and women are allowed to do what they want. Let's have peace. Let's have peace. Let's have harmony. Let's have peace. The group category will see students participating in an impromptu storytelling session using the story prompts provided. All students of the same grade will be performing together in this round. One story prompt will be provided to each group when round 2 begins. Students shall take turns to weave a story on the spot. Each student will be given a maximum of 30 seconds to think and weave a few sentences of the story. There will be a buzzer alert at the end of 30 seconds, and the next student takes turn to continue the story. It is not required for the last student to complete the story. All set to capture the stage with their performance. Young a set of participants from grade 1, WATG01. I was on the beach playing with my little sister. We were building sandcastles. I wondered, wow, these sandcastles are so beautiful. How nice would it be to live in a real castle? I closed my eyes. When I opened my eyes again, my sandcastle became huge and the door to the castle was wide open. Suddenly, a wave came, then the castle is gone. Then the girl started crying and said, "Oh no, what should I do if I do with the castle?" Suddenly, a fairy came and said, "Oh, my child, don't worry, I use a magic castle." And then the fairy did and said,
The fairy said, "I have a magic." The fairy said, "I have a magic wand which can restart anything." When he touched the magic wand, the sand castle became huge again and became a real castle. The girl was happy, and then he ran to the castle, and then a king appeared and said, "What are you doing here? How can I help you?" The king said. The girl said,
Suddenly, a huge shark appeared. I did not know how to swim. I went, and a wave also came, and a big mermaid appeared. And I was scared. Oh no. What to do? I ran.
Then when the mermaid came, the girl even wanted to be a mermaid. Then She asked the fairy, "Can I be a mermaid?" Then the fairy made her a mermaid, and then she will can swim in the water with the other mermaid. And when the other mermaid was swimming, when the mermaid was swimming in the ocean, she saw a big shark coming to eat her. She got so scared. She got so scared and swam so fast that she got tired. And at the last moment, when the shark came to eat her and she touched it, the shark turned into a dolphin. Soon the mermaid was surprised of herself. Soon she and the dolphin started to play.
Casey, you gotta stop.
Touched the dolphin again, it turned into a shark. Start performance. Over to a judge, Miss Madhuri, for her valuable inputs. That was a stunning performance. Oh,
Hi, hi, children. Isn't it fun to weave a tale? Okay, begin from where somebody else has stopped. Isn't that fun to kind of let your imagination flow beyond what you actually see? Very good effort, grade 1. I'm looking forward to more tales.
next up are our young storytellers from grade 2. All ready to set the stage on fire are our group 2 participants, W80G02. I was playing in the garden when a bee tried to land on my arm. I cried, "Shoo, shoo, get away from me." Suddenly, the bee became very unhappy and started to cry. The bee looked at me with a sad face and said, "No one wants to be my friend. Everyone is scared of me." I repeat, I was playing in the garden when a bee tried to land on my arm. I cried, "Shoo, shoo, get away from me." Suddenly, the bee became very unhappy and started to cry. The bee looked at me with a sad face and said, "No one wants to be my friend. Everyone is scared of me."
Even I was very sad. I decided to become his best friend. Soon we were playing together when we saw a wasp trying to harm me and the bee. I was so scared.
I said, "Wasp, don't you understand? Bees have no friends. Same way, it might be that you don't have a friend and you are trying to harm us. So tell us if you have a friend or not." The wasp said, "No, I don't have a friend. Everyone is scared of me," and start shooing me away the moment I come near them. But I did not shoo the bee away. What happened? What insect? What insect did she say? But then we all started playing again. But then a lot of mosquitoes started coming close to us with the same problem again. And they said, "We do not have any friends. Can you please play with us?"
Suddenly, some little dwarfs appeared and started playing with them. And they all were happy. And they all said, Yippee! Let us all come on, let us play. They were all happy. And they all started playing with each other. They all became best friends. Thank you. Then, when they were playing, lots and lots of farmers came and they wanted to kidnap all the bugs. So then they said, no, don't kidnap us. Please be our friend. Then the farmer said, no, how would I be a bug's friend? I'm scared of them. And then the bees were so sad, and then they went away. Everyone went away. Thank you. And then I told them, don't touch them. They are friendly. I'll show you the proof. So I gave them some kind of sweets. They didn't bite my finger, but they took the sweets and happily stayed on my arm. And that's when the farmers knew it that these bees are friendly. And then the farmers told, you can have them, just on one condition. If these bees don't have... What a phenomenal performance. May I request Miss Kapila to kindly share her comments, please?
Hi. Well, again, it was so beautiful and amazing. This was beyond my expectations, to be honest. I had never thought that you can pick up the clues and weave such a nice tale, which is actually for your age, it's really commendable. And mosquitoes becoming friends with the bees. Wow. It's like awesome imagination. I really could not think of that. When I was thinking how to weave a tale out of this clue, I could not go beyond a point. But you guys took it so nicely and it was so spontaneous. Hats off. It's really amazing. It's really wonderful. Because again, for your age, it's not easy. And you guys have practiced a lot. That shows. Thank you so much. Really good work. Keep it up.
Now, I would like to invite on stage our next room contestants of grade 3, WATG03. It was a warm and a sunny day. I was sitting on my balcony and enjoying the gentle breeze. I thought, isn't this the perfect day to fly a kite? I took out my big, beautiful, multicolored kite and ran to the garden. I held on tightly to the string and let the kite fly. I let out a bit more string and the kite flew higher. Suddenly, I felt that my feet were leaving the ground. I was slowly flying upward along my kite. I repeat, it was a warm and sunny day. I was sitting on my balcony enjoying the gentle breeze. I thought, isn't this the perfect day to fly a kite? I took out my big, beautiful, multicolored kite and ran to the garden. I held on tightly to the string and let the kite fly. I let out a bit more string and the kite flew higher. Suddenly, I felt that my feet were leaving the ground. I was slowly flying upwards into the sky along with my kite.
The kite was flying upwards. I was very scared of heights. But as it was floating in the sky, I noticed the ground. The view was beautiful. As I was floating in the sky, I saw a lot of beautiful birds and clouds. It was such a beautiful view. But then, thank you.
I was a little up. I heard a sound of my mother calling me for breakfast in the morning. I got scared. Now, what if my mother sees me up? She will start to get scared. And I started to get worried. But how will I jump from the kite? I'm so high. Then suddenly I saw a bird. I asked him, if you can let me down, I'll give you whatever you like. The bird said, I want one special gem. I gave him the gem. Then he took me down. And my mother said, where were you?
I was looking all around and I said, I was in the balcony enjoying the view. Don't worry about me. I'm coming to eat breakfast. Then I ate breakfast. Then I went out to thank the bird. Then I gave him another gem for being so kind.
He took the gem and gave me another special gem back. I could call him anytime if I needed help. And suddenly, the bird turned into a human and told me he was transformed into a bird.
And he said, to transform back into a human, he needed the help of a person who liked and loved him a lot. And then he said to you, I thank you for the special gem. You can use the gem to call me anytime you want. As even if you're as far away. Then one day, I really needed help because I ventured out in the forest to.
I used the gem to call the bird. Well, the bird now turned into a human, so I used to call him. He came flying up to me. I thought it was an ordinary bird, but it turned out to be the same bird I rescued. He transformed into a human and said, I went far out to Antarctica, so I had to fly and come back to you. I said, I'm in desperate need and I really need a lot of money. He asked, why? I told it was indeed a magnificent performance. Let us hear what our judge has to say.
Indeed, a fantastic performance, whether it was collecting gems or going on a joyride with the bird, or even getting the bird to do some nice magical tricks. That was fun. Let's see what we have in the next set of tales.
Next up are our young storytellers from grade 4. All ready to set the stage on fire are our group 4 participants. WATG04. I was walking down the street when I saw a small wooden box by the road. Suddenly, I heard strange voices say, Help! Let me out of here! To my surprise, the voice was coming from the box. I repeat, I was walking down the street when I saw a small wooden box by the road. Suddenly, I heard a voice say, Help! Let me out of here! To my surprise, the voice was coming from the box. I opened the box and inside I saw a tiny little girl about 10 or 5 inches. I picked her up and said, Hello, little girl, can I help you? How did you get inside this box? She said, An evil way. I wasn't this size before. I was much bigger like you. But suddenly, a witch came to my house and made me small and trapped me inside this box and put me in this strange world. I am from planet Mars and
I am from planet Mars and I am stuck here forever. I need help to go back to the planet. I asked, How do I help you? She said, There is a forest nearby the village. There is a small box covered in gold. If you can find it, please bring it to me. That way I can go back to my planet. I said, okay, I'll try to.
I asked the little girl, Do you want to come along? She told, No thanks, because the forest was scary enough, but scary enough without being 5 inches tall. So I went in by myself. It was quite spooky and dark, filled with cobwebs. As I walked in, continued, I saw something shining. I thought it was the golden box. But to my surprise, it was just a firefly. I kept walking deep and deeper. Soon, I couldn't see it, but
I continued my journey to find the golden box, and then, under a huge tree, I found the golden box. It was shining really beautifully. So I opened it, and when I opened it, I found a small bamboo inside. And I came to touch the bamboo, and then suddenly I turned as small as a small little girl. And the small, and then the small.
I didn't know what to do. I was very scared. I to lift the bamboo. I wanted to call out for help, but there was no one for miles.
But suddenly, that bamboo became into 4 elements of a door. And with that door, it had four trap doors. And one of the doors said, I'm filled with fire. And the second door said, I'm filled with water. And the third door said, I'm filled with air and pollution. And the fourth one said, I'm filled with wax.
What a phenomenal performance! May I request Miss Kapila to kindly share her comments, please?
Well, as usual, this was also really good. And of course, children were really up to the mark and they were doing really well. And of course, I was just thinking that how is it possible to prepare a story on the spot? And that too, just picking up the clues from your fellow members. It's like, when we used to play kind of Antakshari in India, like for the songs, when one song ends on a particular letter, then the other person picks up, then he has to sing a song. So it was like a story Antakshari which was going on for me. So it was wonderful. Thank you so much.
All ready to make us spellbound with their story narration skills are our participants from Group 5. Let's welcome on stage the last group performance for the day. Group 5, WATG05. I had a pair of bright red shoes. My friends thought it was just a pair of ordinary shoes. No one believed me when I told them that my shoes had magical powers. They were super special to me. I had to prove my friends wrong. I looked around. There was nobody in the house. I slowly slipped my legs into the red shoes, and that's when something magical happened. I repeat, I had a pair of bright red shoes. My friends thought it was just a pair of ordinary shoes. No one believed me when I told them that my shoes had magical powers. They were super special to me. I had to prove my friends wrong. I looked around. There was nobody in the house. I slowly slipped my leg into the red shoes, and that's when something magical happened. I had got a new pair of bright, stunning red shoes. I put them on and they looked gorgeous. When my friends came to my house, they did not believe me. I told them they were magical shoes. They all just made fun of me. But then my parents had gone out and I was alone at home. I put on my shoes and then I started flying into the air. A huge dragon appeared, which started breathing out fire. It was an amazing feeling to have these magical shoes. I took them out and I returned back and the dragon disappeared. Then I again put them on and I started blowing fire from my eyes. This was so cool.
Oh, I started to blow fire, but then suddenly I realized, what's this? The dragon is back, but I look at my arms. I'm the dragon. What's this? So I tried to talk to my friends. I'm like, Hey, bro, help me out. I'm a dragon. But then none of them listen to me. And then I see the same red shoes. But then, pass.
I see the same red shoes, but then they have scales all over it. And on the soles of the shoe were small dragon claws. When I wore them again, I suddenly transformed into the dragon again. I wondered, how about I test it out? I opened the window with my small dragon claws and I flew out. I was so surprised. I could see the world from such a perspective. And then when I opened my mouth to say something, a lot of fire came out.
It was so it was so fun flying around the air and flying through the clouds. But soon, unaccidentally, I crashed into a tree. I fell on the ground and I came back to my senses. I was not a dragon anymore. The dragon again became the shoes, and the shoes doubled into 100. I could not believe my eyes and didn't know what was happening. I wore into one of those shoes and wanted to know what will happen, but nothing did. I was confused and didn't know what will happen.
When I wore the magical shoes, nothing happened, but then I waited for a while. And then suddenly, the shoes started dragging me to a magical cave. At first, I looked around. What is here? It's just an ordinary cave. What are these shoes doing here? But then I transformed into a big dragon, and then I realized that, oh no, this cave was actually a magical door. I could see something ahead. I stepped inside the cave and
What a phenomenal performance it was. May I request Ms. Madhuri to kindly share her comments, please?
It was indeed a phenomenal performance. It's not easy to be present in spite of all the announcements and any disturbances. The children were there listening and building on their creativity. So just loved the efforts. Thank you so much, children. It was beautifully woven tales. I hope I have those shoes which I can tap and get transported magically somewhere else also. Thank you.
Thank you, Ms. Madhuri. Sit back and enjoy a short video while our judges tally the scores.
Leading edge technology, science, and sports.
Innovation, acceleration.
Space exploration. Right here, right now, my future begins. It's hands-on, but it's also academically way up here. So I'm learning the skills I need to explore the universe. And I'm expanding my skill base with these next generation purpose-built studios. They adapt to a changing world. It's the future, and it's now.
Right here, right now. Technology gives me the opportunity to dive deep into research and innovation. With world-class educators to guide the way, I am best prepared for higher education and the university of my choice. New advances, new insights mean new opportunities, and with them come new creative ways of problem solving. It's the future, and it's now.
Right here, right now. At these smart sports facilities, while best in-class coaches are developing my strengths, guiding me to overcome my weaknesses, and bringing out the best that I can be. So I'm tech-empowered for better results, bringing my dream into reality. The future, it's now.
Hello students, welcome to the new semester. In these times of COVID-19 pandemic, social distancing is a new norm which has to be taken seriously for the safety of oneself and those around us. Please maintain a distance of minimum 1 meter between yourself and your classmates at all times. Please use the allocated seats for sitting in the classrooms, cafeteria, and maintain distance in lifts. While hanging out in the corridors and learning commons, please ensure safe distance between you and your friends. Exercise the same rules while traveling in school buses in the mornings and afternoons. Wash your hands frequently and refrain from touching your mouth and eyes. Following these simple rules will go a long way in your own safety and the safety of people around you.
What does it take to make a leader of tomorrow? A leader is forged by fire, shaped, reshaped, their metal tested, resilience and strength carefully owned. Yet a leader must also be like water, filling the cracks in a world rich in diversity, attuned to its complexities, flowing, adapting, changing. For a leader of tomorrow sails along on the winds of change, their minds purified by the rarefied air of lofty thoughts and high ideals, the jet streams of innovation and invention, neither of which can be enabled without space. Space that can both contain and expand, mold and liberate. A foundation. For a leader must stand on solid ground. Responsibility breeds sustainability. Wisdom is cultivated by respect for this earth. Building the foundations for tomorrow's leaders begins here. Global Schools Foundation, celebrating 20 years of premium education.
Hi friends, being healthy is something we are always encouraged to do.
But how can we be healthier? It all starts by creating healthy habits. Healthy habits can make us stronger and healthier.
Only when we are healthy we can be happy and feel positive. Let's look around and see how can we make healthy habits.
What a yummy burger! I can eat this all day. But all this makes me feel sleepy and low in energy. I love to eat my rainbow vegetables every day. It helps to improve my immunity and keeps me energetic for the whole day.
I like to eat cakes and pastries and sweet things in my breakfast, and I know that's not too healthy.
I like to eat my apple, bread, banana, grapes, kiwi, milk, porridge for my breakfast. It gives me energy for the whole day and makes me feel fresh.
Water is important for both mind and body. Let's drink 2 liters of water every day.
With healthy habits, we should have at least 60 minutes of physical activity every day. How can we do that?
After we finish our meal and good participation in sports activity at school.
Whee! Riding a bike too can count. How about swimming in weekends?
Outdoor games help us to socialize with friends, and it is important for our well-being.
Hooray! Friends, please keep your phones away from bed while you sleep.
Finish your schoolwork on time, friends.
Why having a good bedtime routine is important. Sleep allows us to restore, rebuild, and repair our body, including our brain.
Make sure you get 10 hours of sleep to feel fresh and make most out of that every day. Find a balance of all of these healthy habits is also important. Remember, excess of anything is also harmful.
Enjoy a bit of everything. Find a healthy balance of sleep, food, play, water, school, and social time. Share your crazy ideas with your parents and enjoy this moment.
Stay positive.
Stay positive. When you combine all these healthy habits, you have
Energy to be your best! everyone. So why not we start now?
We now come to the most exciting part of the event. I would like to request Ms. Kapila to announce the winners and runner-ups for grades 1 to 5, starting from grade 1.
Okay, so everyone is ready. Again, it's time to see who is the second runners-up in grade 1. I'm sure you must be wondering who that person is. All of you were very good. Believe me, it was a very, very difficult thing to judge. But yes, one has to be the winner. So the second runners-up is, can we have the cameras on? I want to see everyone because we'll be dancing to the tune of Bale Bale. Can you all keep your cameras on, please? And ready to do some Bale Bale with me and celebrate? Yes? Okay. So the second runners-up in grade 1 is Madhav Nair. Can we have a Bale Bale for him? Everyone together, come on, clap and dance. Okay, now comes first runners-up, grade 1. It's Yashna Jagdesh, right? Okay, can we have a huge round of applause and some dance movement for her? So this has been my favorite all through the years whenever I came as a judge over here. Come on. Hands up, come on. Come on, Parvati, come on. Don't be shy. It's time to celebrate. All right. Next, the winner for grade 1 is, no guess, we can't guess, yes, it's Irisha Datta. Come on, everyone, let's give it up for her. Come on. Let's encourage the winners. Come on, everyone. Super. All right. Now next, shall we start with the next? It's grade 2. Are you ready? So grade 2, second runners-up is Adya Menon. Come on, everyone. Let's clap for Adya Menon. Show your enthusiasm. Come on, everyone. All right. Next, we have first runners-up for grade 2. It's Arav. Can we all do it for Arav? Bale bale, ready? All right, here we go. You all can jump. It's time to celebrate. Come on. Okay. And then we have the winner for grade 2. And it is Radhika. Yay! Come on. Hands up in the air. Come on. Okay, now coming to grade 3. And grade 3, we have second runners-up. It is Avya Chittora. Can we have him here, please? Is it possible to spotlight the winner? Okay. Next, we have the first runners up in grade 3, and that's Adya Agrawal. Come on, Adya. Yes. All right. Next, we have the winner for grade 3. It's Parvati Anil Kumar. Yippee! Parvati, are you there? Yes, I can see you. Come on. Jump, celebrate. Come on, Parvati. Super. I'll announce the result only when you'll show me your enthusiasm, and everybody has to dance. Okay. All right, cameras on. Oh my God, now I can see in the control room some students are sitting there. So I want everyone, all the teachers, all the students to dance. Otherwise, I'll not announce the result. Okay, deal? So moving on to next, grade 4. Are you ready? Cameras on and ready for some ballet ballet. Ready? Okay. So the second runners up for grade 4 is Ram, the superhero. Where are you with superpowers? Come on, show me your face. Yes. Yes, I can see Ram dancing. Super, very nice. Okay. Next, we have the first runner up for grade 4 is Arika. Come on, Arika. Everyone together, come on. Sakina, come on, everyone. You have to encourage others also. All right. Now, the winner for grade 4 is, yes, Sakina, smile and dance. Super! And you have to dance now, Sakina. Come on, get up. Come on. Sakina, hands up. Clap at least for yourself. All right, now comes to grade 5. Second runner up for grade 5, it's Rahil. Rahil, it's right? Rahil, right? Okay, Rahil, can we see you? Yes. Show me your happy faces, hands up. All right. Now comes the first runner-up for grade 5. And it's Zoya. Come on, Zoya. Yes, Zoya. Come on, jump. I want to see some dance moves. Come on. You are the winner. Super. All right. And the winner for grade 3 is Elena Yagnik. Yes, we need a huge round of applause and more dance for all. So to all the winners, big cheers to all of you. Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Hip hip hooray! Super! All right. Thank you so much. Over to you, ma'am.
Thank you, Ms. Kapila. Now, I would like to invite Ms. Madhuri to announce the best stories and best entertainers for grades 1 to 5.
Are you all excited to know which was the best story? She is, definitely is. You want any guesses for grade 1? Who's the best story? Which is the best story? No? No? Okay. Madhav, where are you, Madhav? Madhav Nair. Has he gone home already? Okay, let's change the beat and just celebrate for him. Okay. Okay, next up, the best entertainer from grade 1. And we have Irisha. Where are you, Irisha? Let's have some beats for Irisha. Next up, we have the best story from grade 2. Arav, come on, jump up and down. Let us see you. Arav, are you jumping up and down? Best entertainer also is Arav. You got both the prizes. Best story and best entertainer. Come on, let's jump out of the seats. Come on, everyone. Let's cheer for Arav. All right, moving on to grade 3, we have Avyay Chittora. Where are you, Avyay? Can I see you? Where are you? Jump up and down. It's time to cheer for you. Avyay, you have done very well, buddy, because you not just told us the
Thank you, ma'am.
You were the best entertainer as well. So jump up and down again. Well done, well done. Let's move on to grade 4. I know y'all are eager to get home as well. So let's move on to grade 4. We have the best story from Sakina. Where are you? Sakina, you're the best story and the entertainer again. A big round of applause for Sakina, everyone. Please clap. Can we see Sakina? Are we able to see Sakina? No? Okay, teachers, please convey. We really love the story, Sakina. Grade 5. Let's look at grade 5. Grade 5, we have the best story. Best story, we have Zoya. Where are you? Zoya. Can we see Zoya? And let's have some music for her. Can we cheer for Zoya? And our best entertainer, can I see? Elena, where are you? Is Elena there? Can we cheer for Elena? Let's do a big round of applause for everybody. All of your stories were amazing. We had a fantastic time. And let's cheer for all of us, all the organizers, teachers. You have done a fabulous, fabulous job. And the technical team, really, thank you so much for having us here. Let's do a nice big dance, jump out of your seat and cheer for all of us.
Thank you, esteemed judges, for taking time out of your precious schedules to grace our event and inspire our young students. As we come to the end of today's program, I take this opportunity to congratulate all the winners. Now, I request Ms. Kritika to please come on stage to give the word of thanks.
A very good evening to one and all. It's not magic that takes us to another world. It's storytelling. True to these words, our young storytellers took us into a great world of imagination with their exemplary stories. I take this opportunity to thank all the members of Weaver Tale team for their unwavering support to put up a brilliant show today. First and foremost, on behalf of our school, I would like to thank our esteemed judges, Ms. Madhuri and Ms. Kapila, for gracing us with your presence and inspiring our little minds. My sincere thanks to our Vice Principal, Ms. Rekha Verghese, for providing me with this debut opportunity and being the mastermind behind the impromptu round. I would like to extend my sincere thanks to our primary coordinator, Ms. Lalitambika Ramakrishnan, for believing in me and being a great mentor, providing unconditional support and guidance throughout the journey. This being a purely virtual event with great appreciation, I would like to convey my many special thanks to Ms. Deepshika Tripathi and the AV team, Mr. Azhar, Mr. Dinesh, and Mr. K, for offering continuous support, conducting the event with such ease and confidence. What a smooth event that was. The icing on the cake was our outstanding MCs for today, who carried on the show with great elegance and grace. My heartfelt thanks to Ms. Aruna for her untiring efforts and utmost commitment in training our young show hosts to perfection. Thank you, Aruna. I would also like to say a huge thank you to all my colleagues who were great mentors in training our finalists. Ms. Neetu, Ms. Namrata, Ms. Sangeeta, Ms. Monica, Ms. Ruchika, Ms. Candice, Ms. Jayanti. Thank you all. Many, many thanks to Ms. Basha for coordinating with PYP students. Finally, my pillar of support throughout the journey, who worked hand in hand with me every step of the way. My teammate, Ms. Juby, my super thanks to you. Last but not the least, I would like to thank the efforts of all my fellow GIS teachers across campuses, Ms. Sabiha, Ms. Rinki, Ms. Mahima, for making this evening a memorable one. I know this was a long thank you note, but have a great evening. Thank you.